Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi smart people. Before that, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Irma Suganda. I'm from English Education Study Program. Today, we will learn and study about articulator and speech organ. Check it out. Articulator can be divided into two types. They are passive articulator and active articulator. Passive articulators are organs that do not move during sound articulation, such as the upper lips, upper teeth, and alveoli. And then, the active articulators move into the passive articulators to produce sounds. Meaning, articulators are tongue, uvula, and lower teeth and lower lip. Alright, the following are the organs of speech and how they produce sound. The first is lips. Lips serve for creating different sounds, mainly the labial, bilabial, and labiodental. Bilabial are products stroke upper and lower lip, such as P, B, M, and W. Example for letter P is power. Let's say again, power. For B is ball. Ball. Yes, that's right. And then for M, like mainly movie. Do you like movie? And last is W. You can say woman or watching. Next is the labiodental. Labiodental sounds are products of the upper lips and lower lips, such as F and V. For example, F is favorite. Yes, favorite. And then for V is, you can say various. Various. Yes, that's right. Second is teeth. Teeth are responsible for creating sounds, mainly the labiodental and linguodental. Linguodental sounds are produced by placing teeth between upper and lower lips, such as you can say T, you can say letter T and H together. You can say bad, thick, the, and rather. The third is tongue. Usually, tongue is divided into different parts. They are tip, blade, front, and the root. Tongues play important part in production of almost every speech sound. For the sound S, air from the lungs passes continuously through the mouth, but the tongue is raised sufficiently close to the alveolar ridge. The fifth is hard palate. Like the alveolar ridge, the tongue touches and taps the palate with articulating speech such as G. The sixth is velum. Velum, the production of velar sound is done by placing the back of the tongue against the velum such as K, G, N, N. 7. Uvula. The uvula is used to make guttural sound. It helps to make nasal consonants by stopping air from moving through the nose. Glottis. As the vocal fold vibrate, the resulting vibration provides buzzing quality to the speech. Sound production involving only the glottis is called glottal. Voice consonants include V, Z, B, D, G, and W. Voiceless consonants include F, S, T, T, K, and H. Okay, the diagram below gives a view of the human mouth with arrow pointing to the place of articulation used in English. In other words, they are the place where the contraction and abstraction of the air occur. Okay, I will try to repeat again for a little bit about articulation and speech organ. As you follow along, be sure to say the sound and example English word out loud so that you can feel the pleasure of articulation in your own mouth. Labial. The labial consonants occur when you block and contract airflow out of the mouth by bringing your lips together. English contain the following three bilabial consonants. They are P, as in purple, word, and F. is labiodental. Labiodental consonants occur when you block or constrict airflow by curling your lower lip back and raising it to touch your upper row of teeth. English contain the following two labiodental sounds. The first is F, as in fro and calf. For V, as in vein and have. Okay, next is dental. Dental consonants occur when you block or constrict airflow by placing your slimy tongue against your upper teeth. English contains the following two labiodental sounds. The first is thick and bad. The second is in, the, and rather. Next is alveolar. The alveolar ridge is where your teeth meet your gums. You create alveolar consonants when you raise your tongue to the alveolar ridge to block or constrict airflow. The English alveolar consonants are as follows. The first is N, as in no and man. T, as in tap and red. And D, as in deep and bad. For S, as in salt and bass. Z, as in zit and jazz. And L, as in luck and volley. Next is post-alveolar. When you retract your tongue back just a bit from the alveolar ridge, the sounds change enough to be recognized as the string consonant. So, post-alveolar consonants are those that occur when the tongue blocks or constricts airflow at the point just beyond the alveolar ridge. Post-alveolar English consonants are as follows, as in shirt or brush, Z, as in vision and or measure, Ch, and Ch, as in cake or match, and J, as in jam or bake. Next is palatal. The roof of your mouth is the hard palate. You may know it as the palate that burns like hell when it pizza that is. Okay, next is palatal. The roof of your mouth is the hard palate. You may know it as the palate that burns like hell when I eat pizza that is too hot. You create palatal consonants when you raise the tongue to this point and constrict airflow. English has only one palatal consonant, that is J, as in yes and bio. Next is velar. Behind your hard palate you have the velum or soft palate. Unlike the bony hard palate in front of it, the dish consists of soft, mucosally tissue. You make velar consonants when you raise the back of your tongue to the velum to block or restrict airflow. English has the following velar consonants. The first is like as in going, and uncle. Note that the N sound in this word is not made at the alveolar ridge, which is why it is distinct from N. The second is K, as in kite, kid, and bake. And then the third is G, as in good and bag. The fourth is W, as in wet and watch. Next is glottis. Glottis is actually two vocal folds in a vocal cord. It acts as a sort of bottle cap to your windpipe. Inhale and then hold your breath for a few seconds while keeping your mouth open. What you are actually doing to keep the air from expelling out of your lungs by closing your glottis. Glottal consonants aren't actually consonants, they just play consonants roles in the language. In English, the following things happen at the glottis. H, as in high and Bahamas. say this word and notice how you are not actually constricting or blocking airflow for this H sound. You are just exhaling a little bit harder than you would for a normal vowel sound in transition to be following vowel sound. Okay, I think that's it from me. See you next time. Bye bye.